The dream of crafting a haven in the great outdoors had been brewing for years, ultimately transforming into Al's Hideaway. Gordon and Jennifer, two intrepid adventurers at heart, have always relished exploring the world, whether tearing up highways on their motorcycles, cruising in RVs, or jetting off by plane. Each work break was an opportunity for them to chart their next escapade, chasing thrills and new experiences. Every journey gifted them with its own array of stories, some delightful, others unforgettable, and a few woven with challenges best left untold. The Texas Hill Country holds a precious spot in Jennifer's heart, brimming with childhood memories and family connections against a backdrop of rolling hills and sprawling landscapes. Gordon fell head over heels during his first visit, captivated by the winding roads, colorful wildlife, and undulating beauty surrounding him. One blistering weekend, after a grueling 14-hour motorcycle ride to Bandera, we finally arrived at our planned lodgings, yearning for a cool shower and a welcoming bed. However, stepping into our room was a shock. The air was heavy with an overwhelming stench of cigarettes, alcohol, and body odor. Disappointment washed over us as we rushed back to the front desk, only to learn that a room change or refund was not an option. That disheartening experience became a pivotal moment in our lives. In the midst of frustration, inspiration struck. We envisioned a refuge for travelers, spotlessly clean, free from unpleasant odors, and above all, profoundly comfortable. We dreamt of a serene retreat nestled in the Texas Hill Country, where guests could unwind and recharge in a peaceful, inviting atmosphere. This vision became the driving force behind Al's Hideaway campground. For 3 challenging years, we scoured the countryside in search of the ideal property, a tranquil escape that still offered easy access to vibrant city life. Our journey led us to a listing from a realtor named Andrea. When we reached out, she promptly agreed to show us the property that very Sunday. We set off in our Jeep early that morning, buzzing with excitement for the 5-hour drive to Pipe Creek. However, as we followed the GPS, it directed us down a steep gravel road off Highway 16. Hesitation set in, and we realized we might be venturing into risky territory. Feeling disheartened, we decided to stop in Bandera for lunch. Just when we thought all was lost, the GPS guided us onto Bumpgate Ard, a beautiful stretch of asphalt, which reignited our enthusiasm. Upon arriving at the property, we were met by Andrea, who, dressed in pants and boots despite the scorching 100-degree heat, greeted us with a warm smile and asked how much land we wanted to explore. We soon learned the property had never been cleared or developed. Armed with a machete, we trekked through the untamed landscape, discovering 2 lovely creeks, breathtaking trees, and a mix of cedar and rocky outcrops. Despite the rugged terrain, the location felt perfect. As we headed back to our vehicles, Andrea suddenly drove away, leaving us with an unsettling feeling. In that moment of uncertainty, Gordon suggested we launch the drone for a different perspective. The breathtaking aerial views reignited our determination. It was time to make an offer, and with a mix of excitement and anxiety, we dialed Andrea to seal the deal. To our immense joy, the seller accepted our offer, and suddenly, our cherished dream was within reach. Every Friday for the next year, we would rush from work to our property, camping, clearing the land, and burning debris. Gathered around a crackling campfire with our dogs, we would dream aloud about our future plans, envisioning the idyllic sanctuary we longed to create, while pondering the lingering question, how would we bring it all to life? Our first thought was, let's just build one cabin for us. But that wouldn't work because then we would just have another house to take away our time. Our second thought was that I would quit my job and we would do the RV spaces and start with 6 cabins. However, that wouldn't work because then Gordon would have a long commute every weekend and we would not be together. Then we decided Gordon would quit his job and I would get a job in this area. Problem solved, we thought. Then we began looking at the cost of getting electricity, water, sewer, cabins, a home, etc. We surely could not afford this anyway, we looked at it. Now, we are sitting at a campfire with a partially clear property, big dreams, and no money. We had not spent time with friends in almost a year, and just when it seemed like everything was falling into place, a looming shadow of doubt and uncertainty settled over us. Was our dream slipping out of reach?